Alright boys, in this video we're going to talk about why getting a girl's phone number is not as hard as you might think it is. It just takes a lot of consistency and a lot of courage and quite frankly a lot of practice. When you do anything new in life, anything new, it's going to be uncomfortable and you're not going to know what you're doing. But the more you do something, the more you practice, what usually happens every single time. The more you do it, the more familiar you get with it, you stop thinking about it, and then you just start doing it, and then it just becomes second nature. That is the same thing that applies when it comes to getting a girl's phone number. There are cases where it's much easier to ask for a girl's phone number than others. But the more women you interact with over time, the more you start picking up, okay, I think she likes me. I think this conversation is really going to go nowhere. You know what? I can probably ask for this girl's phone number and I likely can get it. This one's definitely going to be a no. But this takes practice. So in this video, I will teach you what I do to get a girl's phone number. And then we're also going to touch on a couple other things like your mindset, okay? We need to touch on the mindset, mainly because if you don't have the right mindset down, you're not going to ask a girl for a number in the first place. You're just going to sit there and hope that maybe she comes to me. Maybe she'll come up to me and ask me to hang out. But I firmly believe that as a man, that it's your job to ask a girl out. I got some notes on my phone, and let me pull this up. So we got right here. It takes courage, and you have to be willing to fail. As far as like it takes courage go, like when it comes time to asking a girl for a phone number, like I said, you have to be willing to just ask. If you're not used to talking to women, or you're not used to asking girls out, if you're not used to getting rejected by girls, everyone has a fear of rejection. But the more you get rejected, the more you start understanding, you know what, that really wasn't that bad. Like she said no, and I was just like, okay, see you later. That's what happens. I remember I asked a girl out at the gym the other day, maybe it was like a week or two ago, and she was like, oh, I have a boyfriend. And I was like, oh, that sucks. She goes, yeah, he's right over there. And I was like, ha. I was like, oh, fuck. I really didn't know that. I had no idea that she had a boyfriend that was at the gym at that time. And I was just like, hey, well, listen. I was like, hey, man, what a lucky guy, man. And I left it at that. I just don't care. Most women that get rejected, their egos get all fucking like butt hurt, and then they start freaking out. Oh, what the fuck do you mean you have a boyfriend? No, bro, just, you know what? Okay, that sucks. In your head, you need to be thinking, you're lost, not mine. I don't know how to explain how having courage is going to help you. You just have to do it. You just have to ask. That's the courage. Something inside of you is just like, you'll notice when you think about it, like you want to, but when you think about it, you won't. And then you cross a certain point where you're like, fuck it. Let's just ask, hey, you want to hang out sometime? You'll see a lot of girls, they will give you their phone number, but when it comes time to actually hanging out, they'll either cancel, they'll flake on you, or you'll text them and you just won't hear from them. That's just because that's what women do as a soft way to reject you, because they don't want to hurt your feelings. Most men, like I said, freak out when it comes time to getting rejected, and women just don't want to deal with that, man. Women are little emotional creatures, like little emotional babies running around. All right, second point is you have to be willing to fail. I think this is what separates the boys from the men. Anything you do in life that's new, that you don't know how to do, you're going to fail, you're going to mess up. Now, it's only failure, in my eyes, if you do it once and you don't get the result you want and then you stop. So if you're a guy right now watching this, and you just expect women to approach you and to come up to you, bro, that it's likely not gonna fucking happen. Be a man. Go up to that girl. If she says no, she's not special, bro. She's not special. You're not going to know if this girl's going to like you or not until you go up and talk to her. And then you're not going to know if she likes you or not and wants to hang out with you until you fucking ask. This is why I say, listen, you got to be thinking this way. If you go up and talk to her and she doesn't like you, that's her loss, not yours. Most women won't. And when you know that most women won't, it's all a numbers game. It makes it easier to, okay, well, let's just go up and talk to this girl. All right, well, look, she looks cool, man. I'm just going to go say hi. If you're going into that conversation with a girl with the expectation that you're going to get her phone number, you are likely making it one harder on yourself, and you're likely going to get let down. You cannot approach a new girl with the expectation of getting her phone number. You have to approach a new girl with the understanding of, well, she seems cool, let's just go talk to her. And then you start feeling the conversation out, and then you ask. I was at Publix the other day. I was literally in line, and this girl had like this shirt on in front of me, and I thought she was super cute. She had a couple piercings, but she had a shirt on from Make Them Suffer. That's a band that I listen to, and I saw that, but I didn't like connect the dots in my head at the time, and I saw she looked at me and then turned around and looked at my dog, and she did it twice. So because she looked at me and my dog twice, I was just like, we got to say something. We have to. I was just like, hey, is your shirt I was like, is that a band on your shirt? She goes, yeah, actually it's from Make Them Suffer. I saw them last night. And I was like, dude, that's fucking awesome. Because her and I listen to the same music. I was able to bring up a couple bands like Eminence that God fucking blanking on at the time of filming this, but that's one of the bands I brought up. She was talking, oh my God, I listened to them too. I loved them. I was like, hey, your piercings you have, man, those are really cute, girl. She was, oh my God, thank you. So we started talking a little bit, but she was also ordering a sub, so she couldn't really talk to me, and I let her pet my dog. But when she got her sub, she circled back around, came up to me and was like, hey, it was nice meeting you. And I was like, it was nice meeting you too. I stuck my hand out, and I was like, what's your name? She told me her name, and then I was just like, hey, do you want to hang out sometime? And then she paused. She was like, yeah, sure. I was like, well, do you have your phone on you? She pulled her phone out, opened up her contacts. I gave her my number, and then she sent me a text, and I set up a date with her. It's that simple. And you know what's funny is when I tell this story, guys, when she came up and talked to me, I had that little bit of hesitation of, should I ask? Because there were other people in line with me that saw me, and I was just like, hey, do you want to hang out sometime? And I got that girl's phone number in line in front of all these different people. She ended up texting me later, and we set up a date, and I felt fucking great. It's like, hell yeah, man, I just got this girl's phone number in the deli line in the grocery store. I make jokes all the time, bro, that I meet so many different people at the grocery store, and I really do. I think I meet more people at the grocery store than like anywhere else. I'm dead ass. I'm not joking, man. Meeting people at the grocery store, it's so easy. It's so fun. We'll see if that girl follows through with the date or not. I don't know. At this point in time, I expect most girls to cancel. It might sound good at the moment, then a couple of days go by and they're like, I don't really want to anymore. So now let's finish the video here by how do you ask a girl for a phone number. I think the easiest way to ask is just saying this, something like this. Hey man, you seem really cool. We should get together sometime. Do you want to hang out? Or if you want to, you phrase that a little easier is, hey, you seem like a really cool girl, man. We should hang out sometime. Or hey, you seem like a really cool girl. We should get together sometime. Are you free later this week? If you say that, that opens up, yeah, I'm free on this day or whatever, and then you can set up a definite date. If you say this, hey, you seem like a cool girl, do you want to hang out sometime? If she says, yeah, sure, then you can ask her for her phone number. That transition to getting her phone number is much easier. But if you say, we should get together sometime, are you free later this week? That you can set up a definite date, or you could say, okay, awesome. Well, hey, how about this? Give me your phone number, or take my phone number, shoot me a text, and I'll plan something with you. I'll set up something with you then. That way we both have it. We both know what to do. Okay, you could just say something like that. But ideally, all you want to say, hey, you seem like a cool girl. Do you want to hang out sometime? If she says something that sounds like yes, say, great. What's your phone number? Or you can do what I do is I'll pull my phone out, I'll open up a new contact, and then I'll give her the phone. But in this case with that girl, what I've been doing lately is I said, okay, great. Well, here, get your phone out and take my number. I'm giving the girl my phone number. And the reason why is because if I give her my number and she chooses to text me, she had to go out of her way to text me. I want to point this out. If you get her number or you give her your number, the outcome is going to be the same either way. If you text her and she responds back, that's good. If she texts you, that's the same thing as her texting you back. That's good. But you're never really going to know if she wants to go on a date with you until you set it up and then she shows up. That's the most important thing right there. I vet all of my girls first by seeing, is she actually going to follow through with her plans? Because from my experience, and bro, I have dated a lot of women. Most of them will set up a date with you, and then most of them will cancel on the date with you. And this is simply because most women won't like you. It doesn't make any fucking sense. She's gonna plan a date with me, but then cancel last minute. Yes, that's what girls do, bro. This is why you need to get to a point where you need to be thinking, if she doesn't like you, that's her loss. You've got other girls that you want to spend time with. If she doesn't want to hang out with you, you probably have like another girl that wants to. Go spend time with her. I'm at that point right now where I can do that. If this girl doesn't want to hang out, great, that sucks. I've got another girl that does. You'll get there too. When you learn how to meet new girls, when you start getting better at asking girls for their phone number, you can't date girls and you can't date and fuck girls if you never go on dates with them. And if you're never going to go on a date with them if you don't ask for their phone number so you can set up a date with them. You could do it in person. Like you could set up a definite date on the spot. You can do that. I typically don't because I'm a busy guy. I plan stuff several days in advance simply because, again, with my schedule. I can't just make time last minute to go spend with somebody. I know I gotta work around my schedule. That's why I'll plan some days in advance. And then once I plan a date with that girl, I won't talk to her until that date comes. That's where the vetting process is. If I set up a date with you 4 days in advance, are you actually gonna fucking show up? So today's Sunday. We'll see if this girl does. So that's the easy way to get a girl's phone number. It's not that hard, guys. You just have to have the fucking balls to ask. If you've done it in the past, but then you were in a relationship and you got broken up with, you haven't had practice. You have to have practice. You're not going to get anywhere if you don't ask. And I get it. In the moment, if you're not good at doing this or you can't feel out the conversation, I'm at the point now where I can tell if I talk to a girl, I can likely ask her to hang out and good things are going to happen. But again, if you don't ask, you're never going to know. But if you're at the point where it's too scary to ask, you just have to fucking do it. And the more you do it, the easier it's going to get. Okay, I'm going to stop being a dead horse and end the video here, guys. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Listen, if you like this video, I got a couple other ones on my channel you can go and watch too. But look, I'm running a 50% off limited time special for my one-on-one coaching where you can work directly with me to really learn how to do this fast so you don't have to watch these videos. Depending on when you watch this video, guys, my offer might be up. It might not. Like if you're watching this months from now, likely it's not going to be there. So link in the description, video on the next page on how I'm going to help you. Got a couple other links in my description for you to check out. If you like this video, check out this one right here, guys. You're likely going to like that one as well. And again, I've got other videos on my channel you should check out. With that being said, gentlemen, hey, see you in the next one.